The Ferrari F80, when people understand the story behind it, it will be the most ironic, the most diverse irony Ferrari fans can fathom. Because this car immortalizes La Ferrari. This was a twin delivery. They knew this was the pinnacle. Even though they could have gone further, said, no, we're not going to wait. Bipolar, awful. That makes a La Ferrari. Luca Montezemolo, right? Did he lie? No. He named it. We said, ha ha, La Ferrari. La Ferrari. The Ferrari. Yeah. Looks good now, doesn't it? With the F80, can you fucking believe it? It's complete and they've become German. The Porsche 918 brain raped the industry. They're all 918s now. More beefed up 918s, but we all laughed at how it's so heavy. You got these so complicated. Arguably the best looking. I think it will age the best. Toe-to-toe with La Ferrari, but I do like the P1. I very much appreciate the P1 now. Very, very, very much. I love it. But the F80 is a reboot. It's to show that it's like the La Ferrari is the antagonist, the hero. The F80 is the antagonist. The La Ferrari is the protagonist, right? La Ferrari is Hercules. F80 rots. F80 rots the beauty. It's all power and engineering. This is like Mussolini shit. That's the fucking level of insanity this is. Listen, it's interesting. It's something to talk about, you know? It's just something to talk about. Everyone's crazy. It's just something to talk about. Thank God. Even if it's just a shit on it, right? I can't believe I'll get used to the design. But it does its job. It makes the La Ferrari like a deliberate choice, which means the next deliberate choice is to make the most anti-Ferrari Ferrari. It's the most anti-Ferrari Ferrari. If you're into that shit, it's like, oh, that's not Ferrari at all. It's like a Ferrari, but it's not a Ferrari. What's that like? Right? Because if you don't know Ferrari, which is hard to... it's a service, right? It's a service. It's an idolatry, right? It's an idolatry. That's why people park their cars in their house. It's an idol, right? So the corporations, they know that cars are a rolling idol, an idol you can drive and feel the exhilaration of acceleration, lateral, and deceleration, the heightening the chance of death for thrills, for sound, for emotion, to feel alive, because I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead inside. That's why I fuck and spend and drink and kill. So basically, if I had $1 billion and Ferrari came to me and said, hey, you want to buy this? What do you think of this? I'm not really sure why we wanted to make this car. You tell me. That's exactly why. That's exactly what I would say to Ferrari. Right? Because that's the most poetic. Right? That's the most poetic. Right? Now it's back to business. Get the Pininfarina now. Yeah? And then that's the next deliberate. The next 10 years. You come back 10 years later with Pininfarina. You design 10 years. But it's all behind the scenes. 10 years with Pininfarina. Splash back. It's like, this is a fucking Ferrari. I tell you what a Ferrari is. Don't tell me what a Ferrari is. You understand? Yeah. The psychology of Ferrari. I didn't grow up with them. But the F50 is basically a reboot of the F40. That's why it's the complete opposite. Turbo versus naturally aspirated. It was slower. It was inferior technology, which happens because the competition, you don't want the competition to get too deadly, right? That's why it's so boring, right? Really puts into perspective that statistically people would die every year in the sport of Formula One. That's the heritage. It's a sad heritage, but sadly we enjoy that. Human nature. Okay, if you're a gladiator and you want to risk your life for a trophy, hey man, God bless. But if you sell me a ticket, I'll watch. Yeah, I'll buy your stupid merchandise and I'll cheer for you. Like the racing matters. It's all theater. It's all theater, right? Progress is theater.